Imagine this. You sell your technology company for $60 million. You're celebrating, your family is celebrating. You think you've made it. But a year later, those $60 million are worth zero. Nothing. That's exactly what happened to a founder I spoke with, and it all came down to one mistake in the deal structure. Hi, I'm Simon, founder and managing partner at Moeller. We work with entrepreneurs on selling their technology companies. And this story is a perfect example of why deal structure matters as much as the headline price. Here's what happened. This founder received an unsolicited offer for his company, and he thought, well, if one buyer is interested, maybe I can find another one. So, without advisors, he started looking. After a few months, he had two offers on the table. The first one, $40 million, all in cash. And the second one, $60 million, but 100% in shares of the buyer. Now, if you're selling your company for the first time, which one looks better? Of course, the $60 million in shares, and that's the one he chose. He and his wife were celebrating, convinced that after the 2 years retention period, those shares would be worth even more. But here's the catch. Those were not shares in a public company like Microsoft or Apple. They were shares in a private company, which meant once the lockup ended, he couldn't just go to the market and sell them. He would need another buyer. And then the worst case scenario hit. After just 1 year, the buyer went bankrupt. So that's $60 million gone. The deal that was supposed to change his life ended up being worth zero. He had literally sold his company for nothing, and it almost cost him his marriage. Now, imagine if he had taken the $40 million in cash. It might have looked like the smaller offer at first, but he would have had $40 million in the bank, real, liquid, safe. The lesson here is simple. When selling your company, it's not just about the big number in the headline. What really matters is the structure of the deal, because the wrong structure can turn $60 million into zero. That's why M&A advisors exist, to protect entrepreneurs from exactly these kinds of risks. And interestingly, this founder went on to sell another company later on, but this time he worked with an advisor. The outcome was completely different, a fair structure, great terms, and he moved onto new projects with a peace of mind. So, if you ever get an offer for your company, please remember this story. Don't just ask, how much am I getting? Ask, how is this deal structured? Because a great number on paper can still turn into the worst decision of your life. If this story was helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And if you are a technology business owner, even if selling your company is not on your immediate horizon, but it's somewhere in the back of your mind, let's connect. I would love to have a conversation, learn about your situation, and share how we can help even before the time is right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.